Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the second battle of the tournament of the video I last posted. And as I said, this is a kind of like a roulette tournament, so our 6 Pokemon are locked in, and my team features a Gothitelle, which apparently I can use a Shadow Tag Gothitelle, and that's, for the rules. And my second opponent is Sharpedo43, a guy I've actually battled quite a bit. I'm familiar with him. You might recall several battles in the past. He's a regular on my Twitch stream and also this YouTube channel. So this should be pretty interesting. You can see both teams there. You kind of, if you watched my last video, knew my team. But looking at his team, he has some pretty key threats in Panguro and Mega Metagross, which I think is probably going to limit my ability of Gothitelle. I decided to lead with Gothitelle to see if I could trap one of his special Pokemon, like this Wishy-Washy. But, yeah, as you're about to see in a minute, he kind of invests heavily in switching out moves so that it can get around Shadow Tag. He knew that I actually had Shadow Tag Gothitelle. We can edit our teams in between each match, as long as we keep the same 6 Pokemon. So, as you can see, he went for U-turn on Wishy-Washy. And it turns out that almost all of his Pokemon have a way to switch out, which to avoid this Gothitelle keeping it in. For example, you're about to see here in a second that this Panguro, which I don't even know why he worried about it on Panguro, because Panguro pretty much counters Gothitelle, but he has Parting Shot, which is another way that lets him switch out, and this is fine, though, because I'm just going for a T-Wave. He goes into Pinsir, and getting a T-Wave on this Pinsir is pretty huge, because apparently it was a Choice Scarf one, so it does cripple it quite a bit. I was actually thinking it was Choice Banded by some of the damage it was doing, but it's just Pinsir for you. But yeah, this can't be Mega Pinsir, obviously, because he didn't get Mega Pinsir. Apparently, Mega's got a different Pokemon in this tournament, plus he also had Mega Metagross, so he had to use that. So I'm just going to go to Mandibuzz, because I'm pretty sure I can take a hit, because this is, physically defensive Mandibuzz. As for my team, there's only 2 differences I made. Instead of a Choice Banded Braviary, I'm going for a Choice Scarf one, because this guy's team is a little bit faster, and I wanted the Choice Scarf. And the other difference is I got rid of Rest temporarily on my Gothitelle for Shadow Ball to get around Espeon and Metagross. But either way, I'm just going to go for a Foul Play as he goes out into Oricorio, which is the electric form of Oricorio. And I don't really want to take an electric hit, so I'm just going into Guzzlord, which is my Assault Vest. Guzzlord didn't really change anything on it. And yeah, it's just going to take that pretty nicely considering the resistance and the Assault Vest. And there you go, another U-turn. So this is kind of playing to my advantage, I think, because it's forcing him on each one of his Pokemon to carry a move that can switch out. As you can see, he has 2 U-turns. You know that he has Parting Shot on his Panguro, and that's a lot of investment if you think about it. It's limiting his Pokemon to just 3 moves, so even though Gothitelle isn't actually doing anything right now, you can see that it is still harassing him, and he has to play around it, which is hard for him. So it's still giving me an advantage, even though it's not coming out. So I'm going back into Mandibuzz here, and here he gets a Paralysis, which super unlucky for him. And you're about to see how ridiculous this battle gets when it comes to that. And, yeah, he's going to switch out because he doesn't want to take a Foul Play, which is a smart move. He goes into Wishy-Washy, but it looks like he might actually have some attack investment, because I do a lot with this Foul Play. Maybe he has some attack investment to make it physical so he can, get the best use out of U-turn. But look at that damage, although that was a crit. So, that was part of it. But even without it, I was still doing surprising damage, because I would think that this Wishy-Washy would be special in nature with, not very much attack investment at all, but yeah, I like that damage. I'm just going to go for another Foul Play. He has the berry to put him back into health and good health, and as you can see, even without another crit, my Foul Play is able to hit him down to the point that he's transforms back into normal Wishy-Washy, which is a lot less threatening. And, because he carries U-turn, he might not carry Rest. And it looks like he doesn't, because I just go for a Roost here, because obviously with the Roost, I can get HP back. His special attack is a lot less now, not to mention, after a Roost, I am no longer weak to Ice. He just goes for another Ice Beam. The best he can really get out of this is a Freeze. It's best he can hope for it. As you can see, it doesn't really do anything, because normal Wishy-Washy without the Schooling Mode is really, really, really weak. And I'm just going to go ahead and finish it off now with a Foul Play, and that's going to go ahead and kill the Wishy-Washy. So if you're wondering what I was talking about, I guess some people may not know, but Foul Play is a move that uses your opponent's attack stat as your own, so it's really powerful against physical attackers. Anyway, in comes Oricorio again, and yeah, it's going to force me to switch because I don't want to take a electric move. I'm just going to go into my Ditto. I kind of want to scout this thing set a bit, and it ends up being a Calm Minder, and I believe it has, the Revelation Dance U-turn. I think its last move, I don't remember its last move on the top of my head, but yeah, so that's what I was doing. This is just a normal, Choice Scarf Ditto. I mean, there's not really a whole lot else you can do with Ditto, competitively speaking. And, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and go for the U-turn because I know I can probably outspeed with the Scarf Mega Metagross. And, yeah, he's obviously going to Mega Evolve. And this is the biggest threat to me, and I know it. This is a Pokemon that can wreak havoc. It needs no introduction. It's a super scary Pokemon, and I'm hoping Mandibuzz can take a hit from this thing. I am fully physical defensive, and he misses the Meteor Mash. So that's another time he missed out to damage on Mandibuzz. Like I said, I'm not really sure how much, though. I mean, it mattered. Like I said, I am max defense Mandibuzz, so I mean, I'm thinking I could take it okay, but I haven't run the calc. Maybe someone wants to, but I'm thinking I could take it, and it would do less than half. At least I would be hoping. He goes into Espeon, which is weak to foul play. However, obviously it doesn't have a great attack stat, so it doesn't quite kill it. And, yeah, I'm predicting the Dazzling Gleam, so I go into my max special defense Gothitelle, which should trap this Espeon. But, like I said, he's investing heavily on not getting trapped. He goes for a Baton Pass, which is another way you can get around Shadow Tag. And as you can see, he prepared hard against Shadow Tag, and honestly, I'm okay with that. No, Gothitelle is not the only Pokemon that can do work on my team, and the fact that he's so heavily invested in preventing me from trapping something is, I think playing to my advantage here. So I'm pretty happy that he chose to do that. Anyway, I'm going to go into Mandibuzz again as he goes for a Stone Edge and misses. Now that would have done some damage. Obviously, a super effective Stone Edge could have done work, but, they don't call it Stone Miss for nothing. I'm just going to go ahead and switch out into Primarina, which I thought might be able to take this better, but no, I looked at it after the battle, and this is a specially defensive set, so it don't take the Stone Edge very well. That's why I was thinking it was banded for a minute. I'm like, wait, is that banded? No, it is apparently scarfed, he said, so there you go. So I'm going to waste my Z move here on Oceanic Operata against this incoming Espeon. I was hoping to maybe nail the, I don't even know, something that isn't nearly dead. So for another battle, I pretty much waste this, but you can look at the pretty sound effect, and it does kill the Espeon, so just could have probably killed the Espeon with literally anything. Oh well, it's a dead Espeon, and that's what matters, right? It's not going to be able to do something mean to me. And, yeah, in comes Metagross again. And this Metagross is, yeah, going to have T-Punch, so that sucks. So I'm like, alright, I'm going to go out into Ditto here. If I want to scout this Mega Metagross' set, and furthermore, if it does have Earthquake, I can, scare it away with this, a Scarf Earthquake, and he does not have Earthquake. He has Bullet Punch, so he has Meteor Mash, Bullet Punch, Thunder Punch, and I forget his last move. But Meteor Mash ends up being, it's Zen Headbutt. So Meteor Mash ends up being the best move I have there, and we both go for it, and he misses his Meteor Mash again, which is going to let Ditto get the advantage here. Now, Ditto has less HP than his Mega Metagross. HP is the only thing that Ditto doesn't really copy, but because of his miss, I'm going to be able to win this little matchup here. And he can't really switch out because none of his Pokemon are going to take a Meteor Mash, or at least two of them. So, yeah, he's in a position he has to sack Metagross. And actually, looking at my HP, I might have been able to live another one? I don't know. Maybe it didn't matter, but it might have. So, yeah, he's not getting extremely lucky here. So he's going to go into Pangoro, and I'm just going to whack at it. And I get the attack boost, but this is actually my last PP on Mega Metagross as he goes for a party shot. He could have just killed me. He should have. That was a big misplay for him. He should have just killed my Ditto, because obviously Ditto threatens him a lot, and there's really nothing I could do. He had to go for if he had a dark move, he could have killed me. Heck, he could have killed me with his Drain Punch. But yeah, he didn't, and he just goes parting shot, and that was my last PP, so I was kind of forced to switch out this turn anyway, because Ditto only gets 5 PP when he transforms. So yeah, he's going to go for Revelation Dance against my Guzzlord. Now he's going to U-turn, which is super effective, and yeah, it does a little bit. Guzzlord is like, whatevs. And, yeah, he's going to go out into Pinsir. I believe I go for a Dragon Tail, which is... no, I just go for a Crunch. Okay, that's going to do some decent damage, and... yeah, it puts his Pinsir down to red, although he's paralyzed again, and is not able to kill my Guzzlord. And that's just like icing on the cake. That's just like... more like salt in the wound. Because, I probably could have, I do have Choice Scarf Braviary that I could probably clean up with at this point. And, yeah, just, not lucky for him. And here I make a slight mistake here. I probably should have just switched instead of letting Guzzler take a Drain Punch, because Guzzler has a ton of HP, and now it's all Panguros. But at this point, it's pretty null and void. I could have went into Braviary, like I said, but I'm like, yeah, let's go into Ditto. I want to see the thing's moveset. And, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and Drain Punch it, because now I have the Scarf, and see what happens. And, Ditto's going to get some healing back from his Drain Punch, and he's weak to it himself, and, yeah, he dies, so... his last Pokemon is Oricorio, which does resist the Drain Punch, but he is going to try to set up with Calm Mind. Unfortunately for him, Oricorio is not incredibly bulky, so it was his only shot is to try to set up a Calm Mind and set up an Oricorio sweep of all things. But as you can see, he probably can't take another Drain Punch, or maybe he can. I don't think he does, though, if my memory serves. He goes for a Calm Mind, and then I think he just dies with the Drain Punch. Did I crit him again? Because that would be... I don't know. Did I crit him again with a Drain Punch? Did I? Was that a crit? No, it just, I guess, min-max damage. Oh well. Either way, sorry about the hack, Sharpedo. I think it definitely would have been closer without them, but, I don't know. I'm really curious about those misses on Mandibuzz and how much damage it would have done. Like I said, I had Roost and max defense, so would have been pretty interesting to see how much damage you actually did to it. This question of the day suggestion comes from Fulham. If you could teach one Pokemon a move it didn't know, what would it be? And I think I asked similar questions in the past, but it's still a pretty interesting discussion. And yeah, it should be interesting. I had ideas at the time, and now I can't remember what I was going to say. So I'm just going to say this. I wish that Como-O still got Shell Smash. There's apparently a Como-O in the Battle Tree, an enemy Como-O, that does have Cell Smash, which kind of leads you to believe that Como-O lost that move in post-production. I guess they thought it was too powerful, but it would make it really cool. Maybe a little OP, though. But leave a comment about that. See you guys again later. Bye.